Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Always having fun around here. Welcome to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's Daily Free Winner Show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, SportsMemo. Guys, we have a great show today. It is Tuesday. We've got a great show, an all-star panel. Let's bring this bunch on. They are good-looking. We've got Jeff Michaels. You know him as JM Sports. We've got Eric Pauly. We've got the doctor making a house called Dr. Chuck. Let me start with Jeff. Good morning, Jeff. How are you today?
Good. I'm great, guys. I can't complain. Had a little technical issues this morning and may have to make my way up to the Apple Store, which I'm not looking forward to. But besides that, I can't complain.
If you have a real technical issue, Dr. Chuck is here. He could prescribe those little blue pills for you. You'll be fine. Now let's go to my good buddy, Eric Pauly. Eric, good morning. How are you today, buddy?
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Dion, Chuck, Jeff, everybody. It's doing great. Busy Tuesday, NFL, MLB. Very excited for the show today.
It's a great week. It really is. Dr. Chuck, the doctor's making a house call. I said it before. I'll say it again. 3 great doctors. Dr. J, Dr. Seuss, and Dr. Chuck. Dr. Chuck, how are you today, buddy?
I keep striving to move up that list. I agree that Seuss and Jay should be ahead of me, but, hey, it's exciting. I'm trying to get back on the college football leaderboards against these guys. So we're working. It's constant work. And there's overnight tennis back. So I love that.
I love it. And I think you're undefeated on the show on your tennis releases.
Yes.
But I will tell you, I see you on the 3, the 7, and 30-day leaderboards over at SportsMemo. You're doing great. So overall, anybody that follows you is making money. Guys, we got a couple of quickies, and who doesn't like a morning quickie? Quick announcements. You know, I said every show, good morning.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, guys. It is a great week for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's Dion's birthday week. Now, happy birthday, Dion.
Thank you.
I've got to tell you, I do need a divorce lawyer now. I'm going to have to pull a DiCaprio. 22 years together, I just found out how old she really is.
29.
29. I love my wife very much. Happy birthday. And every day is a gift when you're around me every day. I'll tell you that. So yesterday I started getting birthday presents. We're going to have a great week. Lots of fun. We just made reservations today for Casa di More for Friday night. We haven't been there in 20 years. Great restaurant, great food. We're going to have a good time. Other than that, guys, yesterday on this show, our free plays went 4-0 again. Dion keeps killing it on free plays.
And I won all my games on the MLB show yesterday.
On the MLB, she swept. Grab a broom, guys, because she's sweeping. Joey D, I think I'm 7-0 in the last 7 First Family shows. I'm doing pretty good. Who else won their games yesterday? Everybody
won their games yesterday.
I love Eric, man. Eric's killing it. Eric's doing great. He's got that great smile, too. That's an infectious smile. That's just great. On the show yesterday, Jesse Shule had the Bills first half. Ross had Ross Benjamin had a college football.
This week. And Moneyline Matt.
Moneyline Matt crushed it. He's doing some good work. Pisses me off. Great smile. Anyway, no, he's a great kid. One of the smartest young minds in sports betting today. What's up? Why are you hitting me?
I didn't.
Don't touch my leg. All right. It's not that we did that earlier today. That's why you're smiling. It's birthday week. You got it, guys. Sometimes you got to take one for the team. Anyway, we've got a great show. Before we give out free winners today, a couple of discounts. We're going to get right into free plays. We got free plays in tennis, baseball, you name it. We got it for you. Don't go anywhere. Dion, it's all you.
Yeah, don't forget today is $2 Tuesday over at SportsMemo. That's right. $2 plays from Jesse Shule, Don Buster, Rob Vinciletti, or the best deal. You can get all 3 for just the low price of $5.
Guys, I got to tell you. 3 plays for $5, 3 documented winning cappers. They normally put up 5% plays. You can't get that anywhere on this planet. That's what separates SportsMemo from everybody else. Yeah, we've got something else this week.
Yeah, and also in honor of my birthday this week, the great folks over at SportsMemo have an amazing discount going on right now for me. 7 days, all access, just $59. All you have to do is use the code BDAY7 upon checkout.
Guys, let's go right into free plays today. I'm very excited for Dr. Chuck. You know, we had to miss him on one day last week, but he came on the next day because he is a trooper. I love him. You love him. I will say this. We said this right at the beginning of the show. He is killing it. He is on the 3, the 7, the 30-day leaderboard. He is making money in every sport he's putting out. And I think he's 7 or 8-0 on tennis releases here on the show. Am I not? Am I wrong?
We ended the streak last week, so we're starting a new one today. But we went down with our free play from last week's show. We're turning it around.
Dr. Chuck, just want to reiterate what I always say. The other great Italian, the other great Joe DiMaggio, 56-game hitting streak. Did not get a hit on the 57th game. Went on to another 19 straight games. Let me tell you, you're going to go on another streak. Dr. Chuck is doing great work. We told you he's all over the 3, the 7, the 30-day leaderboards at SportsMemo. He's going to tell you about a few things he's excited about on the premium side. He's got another free winner for you. Dr. Chuck, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Great to be here in the normal Tuesday spot. Hopefully I can keep this up. But as I said, we didn't get our 7th win in a row last week with Tatiana Maria losing in the 3rd set tiebreak. But it kind of leads into the play that we have today. But off of college football, we made a comeback. You know, it was a really rough start other than the top plays with college football. Everything that below those top plays was finding a way to lose. Turned it around a little bit, had a really good NFL week as well. Baseball is still a lot of value on baseball. So check out All Access. And, we put out a lot of winners and in several different sports. And, want to have you on board with us. But without further ado, back to tennis, starting a new streak. Like Joe said, he loves when I give him my plays because I think he thinks that I'm pulling a fast one on him because he always talks about how he's not a very good typer. And so I think he thinks I'm just trolling him, trying to make him type these things out. But yeah, this is the real deal. I love when tennis is overseas and it's a world away right now and it's overnight. It's great if you're a degenerate gambler and want to have action while you're actually sleeping. Linda Fruvertova, even I'm struggling to say it now, is one of the best young. We actually have a little bit of like a Serena and Venus thing going on over in the Czech. She just won her first title over the weekend in the WTA. She's 17 years old. She has a 15-year-old little sister named Brenda. They're both unbelievable. Brenda is tearing up the ITF circuit, hasn't lost a match in months, and has 7 titles already this year. But to the match we have tonight, it's in South Korea, Seoul. It's a match where you can't get, Linda is a big favorite. She's about a 1-4 favorite. You're minus 400. Not a lot of value to get on that unless you're going to tie it together with other plays, which is never a bad idea in tennis to, put together a little bit of a parlay, either a 2 or 3 player parlay. We do a lot of those because of the value, and you just have to pick them to win. All they have to do is win. Minus 400 is not really something that anybody is going to be interested in, but there are other ways to attack it. You can attack it with a straight set win, which is also a possibility. When you're looking at this, I don't like it as much as looking at the under. We get a hook on a 20, which basically means Fruvertova just has to win 6-4, 6-4, and we cash on this. I think that's a little out of the ordinary here. I think she wins this more like a 6-3, 6-2, something like that. Yanina Wickmare hasn't had a lot of play in the hard court, and like I said, Fruvertova won her semifinal match over the weekend in Chennai. She was down 4-2 in the 3rd set, won 6-4, reeled off 4 straight games. Went to the finals on Sunday against Lynette, down 4-1 in the 3rd set. Came back, won the last 5 games for her first title to win the 3rd set 6-4. This girl is on fire. I don't see any kind of a letdown, even though she did just win a title. I think that just spurs her on to possibly win another title this week. And I love the fact that if she just wins 2 sets with 6 games, we cover this, and it's an under 20.5.
Sports fans, Dr. Chuck, killing it all over SportsMemo leaderboards. He says, wait a minute, Fruvertova and Wickmare under 20.5 games. Guys, I love Dr. Chuck. After this show, we have the best customer appreciation discounts on the planet, let alone in this business. After the show, go over to SportsMemo. Go use one of those customer service discounts. Follow Dr. Chuck. He is all over the 3, 7, and 30-day leaderboards. You follow him all the way to the back. And by the way, Dr. Chuck, I think sometimes you like messing with me because I am the worst typist and texter in the world. One of these days, I'll tell you how I scared the hell out of our babysitter one day in a text message when I told her we were on our way home. Her name is Annie. I'll let you guys think about that one. But I do want to tell you guys, Dr. Chuck likes to mess with me because he gives me these players with more consonants than vowels. And I'm typing and I'm texting, I'm typing. I'm trying to get the words in there. I had to double and triple check that, but it doesn't matter whether I spell it correctly or not, or if I get it right or not, because Dr. Chuck is a winner. No matter how you spell it, you can spell W-I-N, and Dr. Chuck is a W-I-N-N-E-R. We love you, Dr. Chuck. He's going to stick around for a little bit today. Let's go right into the first lady of Las Vegas, who is killing it on free plays on this show, the MLB show. The football shows last week killed it. She's killing it. She's coming off a good weekend, right?
Yeah.
a good weekend.
I am.
I think you passed last night on premium
I
releases.
passed yesterday, though. Yeah.
You know, and real quick, guys.
Although I did pass yesterday, I did win all of my free plays on both shows, though, yesterday.
4 or 5-0. So guys like Jeff, Dr. Chuck, Eric, Pauly, you know, we're not here to give you action. We don't just give you throwaway games, whether it be on the shows. We're giving you good, solid plays. So sometimes when people like Eric, Jeff, Dr. Chuck, even Dion are on the MLB, the college football, the NFL shows, we get roundtable games given to us. They'll give you a breakdown of the game, but they may pass on the game, and I respect it a lot. I also respect when these great cappers pass on any day during the week. You know why? They're not here to gamble with your money. We feel the same way. You know, Johnny Detroit, who put together this bunch of cappers here, the best bunch of cappers on any brand on the planet, put together guys that can win, but they also put together guys with a lot of integrity. And on a day, you know, we're not here to upsell you. We talked about this briefly yesterday on the MLB show. We're not here to upsell you. If we don't have something we feel strongly about, we're not going to put it out. All right. But I will tell you, a lot of these free plays sometimes make it as a premium play for some of the guests on the show, myself and Dion included. And sometimes they just miss it. So we give you games that we really feel are high percentage games. You're not getting throwaway games. And that's why I love working with this crew. Guys, the best collection of cappers on the planet are at SportsMemo for 2 reasons. Number one, numbers don't lie. We're documenting winners. Number two, the integrity that you get from these guys are just unrivaled. Having said that, Dion's doing some great work. She's on a few leaderboards over at SportsMemo. She's excited about a few things she's got going on tonight she wants to tell you about, and she's got a nice free winner for you to keep that streak alive. Dion, the floor is yours, darling.
Thank you. For today, I have isolated one big winner in baseball today in my 68% MLB round tripper for just $7. So this is the perfect time to go ahead and take advantage of that 7-day all access for just $59 to celebrate my birthday week with me. And for today's free play, it's going to go ahead and take place on the diamond, where a pair of American League teams square off in Game 2 of this series. With a 4-0 win yesterday over Tampa Bay, Houston clinched the AL West Division, while Tampa Bay currently owns a wild card spot but by just half a game. Today we have two good pitchers on the mound. Christian Javier, 9-9 with a 2.37 ERA, and Shane McClanahan, 12-5 with a 2.13 ERA. Javier, he's coming off 6 scoreless innings against the Tigers on Wednesday, while McClanahan fired 5 shutout innings against the Blue Jays on Thursday. With these two pitchers on the mound, I'm expecting a low-scoring game here. The last 4 matchups between these two rivals have all gone under the total. And if we look further back, the under is 22, 8-2 in the last 32 meetings. It is also 27, 8-2 in the last 37 meetings in Tropicana Field. Here's some more stats to support the total for you. The under is 4-0 in the Astros' last 4 versus a team with a winning record, and 9-3-2 in the last 14 road games versus a left-handed starter. It is also 7-3-1 in the Rays' last 11 versus the AL West, and 6-1 in the last 7 home games versus a right-handed starter. So I'm going to go ahead and take the under in this one today.
The First Lady of Las Vegas says she's taking the under in this game, guys. She's the winner. We got some birthday wishes for you from everybody. Groovy. She's the winner. I'll tell you what, she's been killing on her free plays. Her free plays make you money. What do you think her premium plays are going to do after the show? Take advantage of this great discount. Let me throw up one real quick. Birthday discount, 7 days, all sports.
All sports.
$59. Use code BDAY7 upon checkout. Follow her. She's a winner. I mean, you need more proof? She married me. There you go, guys. All right, let's bring everybody back. Guys, we got a great panel today. Real quick, just want everybody to know, these shows are live, as you know. So if you have any questions or comments about any of our games or anything else that's going on, or for a specific capper or a contributor, please fire away. We want to hear from you, good or bad. All right? And I will tell you, I'm having a hardest time today with this hat. Jeff, I don't know where you and Eric find these hats where the peak goes to the back. I had to go to like 4 stores to find it. They all go to the front. And there you go. I love him. I love him. I love Eric. Okay. And I can't get mine straight. They just throw theirs on. They're good. That's because I got no hair. If I had hair, it would be different.
I guess I have to join the club.
I've been messing with my hat for like 8 minutes. Thanks a lot, Jeff. Thanks for making me look bad, you and Eric. I love you guys. I love you guys with all my heart. I really do. Guys, speaking of Jeff, you know, we share a special panel every Friday morning on the Family Affair Show. This week, his father, Ralph. It used to be Ralph and his son, Jeff. Now it's Jeff is more famous. So it's Jeff Michaels and his father, Ralph. We do the Family Affair Show Friday mornings. We have a lot of fun, but we give out great content. College and pro football, free plays. You get roundtable games, best bets, and underdog money line parlay. Tune in, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern this Friday. Jeff, Ralph, Dion, Joe. 4 family members. You never know what's going to happen. I got in trouble last week. I talked about strippers. Me and Jeff actually both got sent to bed with our supper that night. Ralph sent him to bed because they disagreed on the game. But we were right, Jeff. You were right. And Dion sent me to bed for talking about Boulder Highway strippers again. So I got no supper. Me and Jeff were hungry Friday night. But guys, tune into that. It's a great show. Jeff is doing great work over at SportsMemo. And I got to tell you, man, I'm honored to share a panel with this man. He's doing great work. I'm telling you right now, he's like the Michael Strahan of sports betting. Every time you turn on a TV show, man, Michael Strahan's on it. He's on like Family Feud. I don't know, Steve Harvey. He's on like the Pyramid. He's on the morning show. He's on the other show. He's on the evening show. He's got another show. That's Jeff Michaels. He's all over the board. We're going to get to Eric in a minute because he's doing a lot of work too. Great content by both, and we're honored to have them.
Strahan and
Ryan Seacrest. Michael Strahan and Ryan Seacrest of the sports betting industries. Jeff is doing great work. He's going to tell you what he's excited about tonight on the premium side, and maybe even over the next few days. He's got another free winner because he's killing us free plays here on the show. Jeff, it's all you, buddy.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, we had another hot weekend in football. I mean, we're 5-2 in the last 2 days, so we're running on a hot streak. I have not one but 2 MLB plays up for you today on the premium site. The second one will be loaded right after this show, but that 2-for-1 package carried over that $9 Monday price, and we're doing it again today. So you got a 2-for-1 MLB package up for just $9 on the premium site. And, you know, I do talk a lot of baseball on this show, but I'm excited for football. Thursday, we'll see. There's a game that I may not be able to avoid when I come back on Thursday. But today we're going to stick on the diamond for my 3-play, guys. I'm looking at the Rockies taking down the Giants tonight, and this is one I would say that if you like it, jump on it now, because I was looking earlier, and you could have potentially got him on the run line before Brebbia switched over. I still like this Rockies play without question. I mean, Colorado may be eliminated from the playoffs, but San Francisco right now is playing like they're eliminated from the playoffs as well. And Colorado has Kyle Freeland on the mound, who has been just about as hot as it gets. He's had 3 straight starts where he's allowed 1 or less earned run, and over those 3 outings, his ERA is a 0.98. He's been impressive when he has been on a run like that. He's just seemingly continued his run. But he also has a 12-3 record when the team is coming off of a loss, and he's won 9 out of his last 11 starts. So San Fran struggled against the division, and Brebbia hasn't been bad. He hasn't allowed an earned run this season, but he's definitely an opener, and he hasn't gone more than 1 inning. And their bullpen probably isn't the most reliable thing that you want backing an opening pitcher that's going 1 inning. Their bullpen's got an ERA of over 4, and they looked good yesterday, but they're just 15-28 after their bullpen allows 0 earned runs. So they've been struggling to repeat that performance. And they come into one of the most hitter-friendly ballparks in the country. And you got Colorado putting up 6+ runs per game at home and hitting 285. And they have done that in 5 out of the last 6 games. They put up 6 or more runs in 5 of the last 6 at home. And before yesterday's game, San Fran went 13 straight games without putting up 6 or more runs, all the way back to September 5th. So I don't think that they can repeat that tonight. I don't think the bullpen can repeat their scoreless performance last night, and I like Colorado to come out this one and take this game.
Guys, Jeff Michaels, you know him as JM Sports over at SportsMemo. He says take the Rockies, get on it early. It's a winner. Follow him. You're going to follow him to the back. He's doing great work over there. Guys, I'm very excited about Eric Pauly. I can't, praise him enough. He was doing great columns and articles for both Wager Talk and SportsMemo, and they were so outstanding, had such a great response by everybody out there that they were compelled to put him on as a handicapper, and he hit the ground running. And he has not looked back. He has not looked in that rear view, I'm telling you right now. A lot of people are over his shoulder, and he hasn't even looked back because he's killing it. And we're proud to have him on. He does great work. He's going to tell you a little bit about what he's excited about on the premium side. He's got another free winner for you. Eric, it's all you today, buddy.
Yeah, thank you for that, Joe, as well. I kind of, unfortunately, had a crappy NFL weekend this weekend. I take most of my bets at plus money for the NFL. So while I went 1-6 actually on my picks this past weekend in the NFL, I'm still up over 3 units for the season, considering that the picks that I hit in my 7-2 week 1 were all plus money. So obviously that stings, but we have a long way to go. In baseball last night, I hit my 15th 5-unit play of the season. I am 15-2 on 5% plays in the MLB this year. It's amazing. I'm currently the number 4 MLB handicapper on the site, up over 20 units on this MLB season. And for tonight, I have a 3-pack of MLB plays, my 3 best plays for all you guys, a little triple play Tuesday for everybody. And I'm going to break down actually one of those games that I have on that card for you guys right now. I'm looking at the Toronto Blue Jays to win on the road against the Phillies in Philadelphia. It's no secret if you're keeping tabs on the MLB wild card and divisional races that the Blue Jays and the Phillies are both in win now mode. The Phillies are on a 4-game losing streak. They have a slight lead in the NL wild card, but in order to really make the playoffs this season, they kind of have to start winning and winning now. The Blue Jays probably are not going to catch the Yankees in the AL East, but at least they have a little bit of a lead in that wild card. But again, they have teams looking over teams that are coming right up their back, so they're looking over their shoulder. They need to win these games. Ross Stripling is going for tonight. He's really been great this season. 21 starts, 2.94 ERA, 3.15 FIP, and a .99 WHIP. He has been doing really well in his last couple of starts, and he's also been very reliable on the road this season. 56 innings on the road. His ERA goes up a little bit, but his FIP drops down to a 2.71. His WHIP goes down to a .96. The Blue Jays are 4-1 straight up in his last 4 road starts, which is great news for the Blue Jays. And also Stripling is from Pennsylvania, so I think playing at in front of potential a lot of friends and family tonight at this game is going to be huge for them, because the Phillies are trotting out Kyle Gibson. I mean, they lost their last 4. They need to win now, but Gibson going against Stripling seems like a very big mismatch for the Phillies. He's 10-6 with a 4.45 ERA, a 4.20 FIP. He had a pretty solid last start, but his season overall has been up and down, and at home he actually is a little bit worse. That ERA comes down, but that FIP jumps up to a 4.44. The Phillies are 2-3 straight up in his last 5 road starts. The way that this game has gone compared to the betting market, the Phillies open as pretty big favorites, and now at -120, not big favorites, but open at -120, and now it's still sitting around that number, meaning that I don't think a lot of love is going to the Phillies for this matchup. You have the better team, the better pitcher, and the hotter team. Again, must win for both, which you can't discount, but I'm going with the Blue Jays to win this game on the money line today.
Sports fans, Eric Pauly, 15th. Did you say 15-2 on 5%?
15-2, 5%
5%. Great stuff by Eric. Guys, he says the Blue Jays -$1.25 is a winner. After the show, follow Eric. Follow him to the bank. And it is an ideal time to take advantage of some of those great discounts that we've got. These short-term. You follow Eric on a short term, he'll make up a leader out of you and come back for a long term. Eric, I do want to say, a lot of people out there, I'm not going to say over at SportsMemo because we don't do that here, out there would say, hey, I'm up 3 units on the NFL. Instead of saying, hey, I had that opening week was great. I did not have a great week in week 2. And that's the integrity you get from a capper like Eric. It's not going to, trust me, I know Eric. I know him pretty well. And it doesn't sit well with him that he had a bad NFL day, and he's going to bounce back. But he could have came at you and said, well, I'm up 3 units on the NFL. He did not. He wanted to be clean and straight and let you know that he's going to bust his ass and get you paid this week on the NFL gridiron. I love it, Eric. Man, I love everything you do here. And we are proud to have you here every Tuesday. And by the way, I did realize that all these young guys, Dr. Chuck, have you realized this? All these young guys like Jeff and Eric, all they talk about is getting whipped. And, maybe I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm an old school guy. I'm a meat and potatoes guy. Gotta be quiet. That's like some personal stuff.
Where do they get it?
Where do they get it? They get whipped. They get choked. I don't know. Anyway, Cardi B. They get it from Cardi B. That's all I need to say. All right, guys. I love Eric. You love him. Time to adjust the volume. Joey D is revved up, ready to go. 2 pots. I gotta fix this out again. How do they do that? 2 pots of Italian coffee. And I got a nice winner for you today. But first, Sports Fans is a multi-time MLB handicapping champion. This is a time of year when what? Cream rises to the top. You must be very selective when releasing baseball plays the last month of the regular season. No doubt, guys. That is why I'm a perfect 4-0 over the last week and a half. I've only released 4 baseball games in the last week and a half, and I'm 4-0. I have another baseball winner for you today in my 100% crusher play. That's right. My crushers are perfect 100% this season. Don't believe me? Go back and check. 100% undefeated. Join me as we get paid today in the diamond and crush the books. You can't argue with success. Level of perfection. I posted it right now in SportsMemo. Just $10, guys. My free plays are riding a 7-game win streak here on the First Family Show, and today we're going to stay perfect. Let me bring that sucker up here. Sports fans, let's go to a matchup with serious implications in the AL Central between the Cleveland Guardians and the Chicago White Sox. My friends, currently Cleveland owns a 4-game cushion in the division over Chicago, and presently the White Sox 5.5 games back of a wild card spot. Both teams have played some outstanding baseball lately, but you can't deny the fact that Chicago has taken 4 of the last 5 meetings in this rivalry and has a much stronger pitcher on the mound today. Scheduled, Aaron Savali, Dylan C. Savali, 2-6 with a 5.40 on the campaign. 8 career starts against the White Sox. He has an ERA of 5.00. This will be his first appearance in over 3 weeks. Coming in rusty against this lineup is going to be fatal for the right-hander. Trust me when I tell you that. And let's face it, when he travels, he loses. He has an away record this season, 0-3 with a 6.43 ERA. Wow. On the other hand, Cease owns a 14-7 mark, 2.16 on the campaign. He beat the Guardians twice in July and did not allow a run in either outing. And in 3 starts this month, he's 2-1 with an anemic ERA of 1.35. The trends and streaks are pretty good for both teams, but a few that have really stood out to me here are Chicago being 6-1 the last 7 versus right-handed starters, 7-2 the last 9 versus the Central, 5-2 the last 7 at home, 8-3 the last 11 overall. While both teams need wins right now, the White Sox, I believe, need them a little more, and they have a better starting pitcher on the mound. We're going to go Chicago on the run line. Sorry, Jeff, I know he's a big Cleveland fan, but I'm picking my spots here. Chicago run line is a winner today. Let's bring everybody back. We're going to run down the games, and we're going to get out of Dodge. We're going to let everybody go. We're going to let Eric and Jeff go get whipped. Doctor's going to go. Doctor's going to prescribe. Doctor's going to go prescribe some winners for everybody. And Dion and I, we're going to have some fun today. It is her birthday week. All right, guys. Let's run. Dion has a couple of discounts.
That's right.
We're going to run down the free plays, and we're going to get out of Dodge.
That's
Dion?
right. So don't forget, today is $2 Tuesday over at SportsMemo. Today's featured cappers are Jesse Schul, Rob Vincioletti, and Don Buster. Or you can get all 3 for just the low price of $5. For that $5, you're going to get 3 5% plays. You're going to get a 5% NFL play from Rob Vincioletti, a 5% play in college football from Don Buster, and a 5% play NFL Game of the Week from Jesse Schul. So where else can you go to get 5% plays from 3 amazing handicappers for just the low price of $5?
Just here at SportsMemo. What else do we got?
And today, we also do have a great discount going on for my birthday. All week, you can get a 7-day discount for just $59. All you have to do is use code BDAY7 upon checkout. That gets you 7 days, all access for all sports to celebrate my birthday week.
All right, let's run down the free plays, guys. My good friend, Dr. Chuck. I'm not even going to pronounce it. That's all you.
That's all right. We've got tennis tonight in the middle of the night in Seoul, South Korea. We're looking at an under for the Fruvertova Wickmare match, under 20.5.
I love them. Dion, what'd you have for everybody today?
I'm going Astros Rays under 6.5.
Jeff Michaels.
I got Colorado minus 115.
That youngster, Eric Pauly, what'd you have for everybody, buddy?
Toronto Blue Jays money line minus 125.
You're sexy and savory host. I'm going to continue that streak. 7 straight winners here on the First Family Show. The White Sox on the run line is a winner. Guys, the best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet are at SportsMemo. Go over to SportsMemo Twitter page. Follow them. We each post tons of free content. You're going to get odds, futures. You're going to get great columns from people like Eric, Jeff, Dr. We're all writing some columns. Eric does a lot more columns than us, and he does some great stuff. But you get a lot of free stuff. Go follow them. Also, Dion?
Yeah, make sure you follow all of the cappers on the First Family Show. You can find Jeff Michaels over at JM Sports at CLE. You can find Dr. Chuck over at Dr. Chuck Sports. Eric Pauly at Slime Action. You can find myself over at the First Lady of Vegas and Joey over at Joe D'Amico Wins. And don't forget to tune in every day for special guests and a ton of free winners. And don't forget the MLB show later today. The college football and pro football shows Thursday and Friday. We also have the Sports Memo Today show today and Thursday, and Friday morning, the Family Affair show bright and early, 8 o'clock in the morning. So tune in for a ton of free winners and some great betting information on behalf of Sports Memo. Jeff, Dr. Chuck, Eric, and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone out there, good luck and have a winning day.